adventure here. Once again, you join me in the wild landscape of Scotland, and today I'm in the countryside of Angus, and I've just kind of stopped next to this little bridge because I was here years ago, but I thought it's cool to come back and document the incredible stonework and metalwork on this bridge here. And it's actually the Justinhaugh Bridge, and it's located near Tannadice in Finavon in the beautiful landscape of Angus. It is a bit windy today. Whoa, what beastie just about flew right into my face there, folks. That was crazy. Check this out though. This is what I love. Look at this metal work they've put on this bridge here, folks. It's not just a plain bridge. I love the way it's constructed with these massive rivets and the big sections of metal. And quite often I drive over this bridge on my way to adventures and stuff like that, so it's cool to come here in the summer and document it once again on the channel. And I do apologise for the wind and the audio today. Like, I can't avoid it sometimes on these adventures, the extreme Scottish environments that we explore. I have actually been swimming in this river here on a previous video. I was saying a paddle about. It's not really deep enough for a proper swim about, like, but yeah, I just love this bit of landscape here. And when I was driving past, I just thought I have to stop. The character of the land here in Scotland is just so cool to explore. And I just love seeing these big towers, which they must have built at the end of the metal construction here. I think years and years ago there was an even older, like, stone bridge. And then I think this is like a prefabricated structure that you just take to the site and then you build up. But it is a remarkable looking bridge, the shape of it with the curves. When I was younger I always wanted to walk over the top. Today's the ideal conditions for such an adventure, but when you get older you really have to refrain from doing such stupid activities. But yeah, let's head on down. I was thinking about trying to have a look underneath the bridge, folks, because it's so, like, cool. I want to see how the girders and stuff are. It's so interesting to see this. Look how overgrown it is at this time of the year here, folks. Some of these shrubs are like shoulder height right here. Big nettles and big bushes. All kinds of wild nature. It's just like exploring in a jungle. And sometimes in Scotland at the river sides you get giant hogweed, which is an incredible invasive species which kicks about. Wow, the river must be higher than what it has been previous summer times when I've come down here. There's a whole area around the edge to actually walk. But as you can see today, it's just a tiny little edge. Yeah, I was hoping I could actually go right underneath the bridge, but it looks like today the river's quite high. And we have had some rainstorms this past little while. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and go a secondary route down the side if I can. At this time of year there's so many ticks and crazy beasties, often in the long grass. It's quite dangerous to be walking about unless you want bitten from a tick. There is a little bench down here for people to chill out on. If they're out for a drive in the beautiful countryside of Angus, they can stop at Justinhaugh Bridge and just watch the river flow past. I believe this is the River South Esk. And I have said previously it flows out into the Montrose Basin, but I actually believe it flows out at the little estuary between Montrose Beach and St Cyrus Beach. There's kind of like a little estuary that goes down out to the main North Sea. Yeah, there's wee paths down here, but I'm not actually seeing a way of getting under. No way, folks. I was going to climb down there and I would be able to, but it's just a bit too risky. It's a bit silly. Sometimes on these adventures, safety has to be the #1 thing. So there you go, folks. Once again, the Justinhaugh Bridge, documented on the channel. One of the more interesting little bridges here in Angus. And unfortunately, it's just so overgrown here at this time of year. I might have a wee look and see if there's a way down there. It would be cool to go and have maybe a walk about on these stones, get a view of the bridge from the side. I love the way these big reinforcement bars stick out the side of the bridge as well. There's just so many rivets on a bridge like this, it's just unreal. Look how many there is even up in here, holding these thick plates onto the construction here. Solid. And from the condition of it, it looks well cared for. There is a couple of bits damaged. I'm not sure if people has, like, it's been car crashes or whatever. And I'm not sure also if this sandstone at the ends is actually from an original bridge which may have been here. Maybe there was a complete sandstone bridge at a certain time at this location. Yeah, look, I'll be able to get down here, folks. Let's go for it. Yes, this is actually not too overgrown at this side. Here's one of the pipes from the drain. Yes, we've made it, folks. We're under the bridge. This is so cool. Let's see if we get an echo. Look at this, there's little paw prints here. I'm not sure if that's been like some sort of cat or maybe a fox. It does not look like a fox's footprints though. Check that out. Yeah, some sort of wild animal in here. It's proper like soft underfoot. And today I've got the socks over the trousers just to prevent ticks and things from running up my trousers. Just look at this, the way it's constructed with the sandstone here and then these massive metal girders, which are actually at the perfect height for doing some pull-ups. Look at that, folks. It's got a built-in gym. That's the thing, people who go to the gym in Scotland, they really don't have to. The natural environment all around is just like a free gym, ready to be explored. Just check this out here, what a grand display of like an incredible construction. Yeah, that was where I thought about climbing down onto that ledge and then down, but it's so steep and slippy here. Yes, we've made it to Justinhaugh Beach right here, folks. Wow, what an angle of the bridge that is. And it's cool for those people that drive over this bridge and they often don't get a chance to see what's underneath it. Now you can see it here on the video. I'm going to head on round this side a little bit, see if there's anything cool at this little beach. I wonder where that animal lives. I can see its paw prints coming right around here. Wow, there's maybe a leopard hiding in the bushes. Yeah, check this out here, it's so cool to see it. I don't think I've actually seen the Justinhaugh Bridge from this angle. Last week I had the Shield Hill Bridge on a video, this week Justinhaugh Bridge, and it shows you the difference between an ancient construction from like the 1700s compared to this one, which is newer, most likely put in somewhere between the 40s and now. Well, obviously probably the 40s and the 80s I would think this was put in, judging from what I'm seeing. Look at the massive build-up of pebbles at the far side here. Sometimes this River South Esk here gets so ferocious that the water would be way above my head height here, and that's how these pebbles always get dispersed at the outside edge of the river. Look at this plant here, this is such a cool looking plant. The colour at this time of the year, folks, is just unreal in nature. All these beasties getting a feed of the pollen. Wow, there's a creature in the bushes. I just saw something move. I wonder if it's the animal that left the footprints. Quite often in the bushes in Scotland you get the deer and stuff moving around like that. Yeah, look, we've made it as far as the end of this beach. I reckon in the winter it would be so much easier to walk around once all the trees and stuff die back. You can see how pure and clear the river water is here. Yeah, check out the angle of the bridge from this side, folks. It's used on a daily basis, and all the trucks and tractors and machines, they're always getting bigger and bigger. Bridges like this maybe one day won't be substantial enough, and a new bridge will maybe have to get built. I can see in the middle here that that's the deepest point of the river, and you can actually see the line where the current is super strong. I'll throw in a stone. I wonder if I can actually skim a stone down the river. I'll have a wee search about and see if I can find the perfect skimming stone in this crazy pile of pebbles here. Here we go, folks. This is no actually the most perfect stone for skimming, but I think I should be able to skim it. I'm just thinking which direction here to do it. Here we go, skim it up this direction. Look at that. Oh, I got it right to the other side. There we go. It just shows I've still got the knack. So there we go, folks, another adventure into the wild landscape of Scotland. Now I'm going to make my way back up from below this incredible steel construction here. It's the bridge of rivets. Even these under parts here, the rivets on them are so impressive. I just noticed in the middle of the river actually, look how many rivets are even on this bottom piece. And that bit is riveted on the bottom of this other section. Oh, it must tie, that's 2 halves there, I'm seeing it now, folks. It's built in 2 halves, welded along its seam, and then reinforced with this plate. So it is just such a super strong construction. Unbelievable. Check this out, folks, an old bit of a bottle. It's maybe been washed downstream. It's maybe been in the river for years and years. It's crazy the amount of footprints as well that you find on these muddy sections by the river. Look at that, there's some sort of bird. I often think some of those birds that you get kicking about, they're just like tiny little dinosaurs, like when you see them going around hunting and scavenging. And it is interesting to think what type of animal this is. In Scotland you do get wild cats, and I have seen them before out in nature, so it's interesting to see those footprints there. They don't look like fox footprints, which I have seen more commonly out in the landscapes. Anyway, let's head on out here, folks. Crazy landscapes. See, when I look around on these adventures, it's just mad often the wee corners I end up in the middle of. Unforgiving terrains. Just trying to negotiate to bring the coolest places on the videos. Anyway, folks, that's me back at the car. I'm going to end this one here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with the next one, wherever I end up going.